We are frequently asked that what are the different ways to invest in gold, and from them, which one is the best. So I think, objectively, there are 5 ways to really invest in gold. I think the first one is jewelry. So jewelry is something which a lot of people buy in India. You buy it as an investment, you buy it for adornment, and you sometimes buy it for social compulsions. So that is one way to buy, and of course there's a lot of loss in that, in the sense that about 20% of that value, or as much as 20%, could be the making charges. The second way to buy gold is bars and coins. Now, bars and coins is a very popular way to invest in gold, and if the bars are large, if you're talking about 50 gram or 100 gram bars, then the making charges are negligible. So if you're buying coins, then the making charges could be in the range of 7 to 10%, and therefore in terms of an investment, it is not really the best way if the idea is to invest in gold. The third way to invest in gold is via ETFs. Now, ETFs are exchange traded funds. They are essentially mutual funds which are listed on the equity stock exchanges, and I think it's a very good way to invest in gold, because all your gold which you buy remains in demat form, just like your shares, and that makes it easy for customers. So it doesn't matter whether you have 1 gram or 10 kilos, all of it will just show up on an electronic sheet which is available with you in the demat statement of account which you get. The fourth way to do it is fund of funds. Now, a fund of funds is essentially a mutual fund which you invest in a fund of funds, and there are many companies in India which have this facility. When you do that, then you don't need a demat account. So I think there is a whole lot of people in India without demat accounts, or who would not even want the hassle of a demat account probably, and are happy to keep those certificates. They can get into a fund of funds. And finally, there is gold futures. The gold futures are of course traded on the commodity exchanges, and the biggest advantage you get there is that you are able to get a leveraged position. So that, in the sense that if you invested X amount of rupees, you could buy almost 20x worth of gold with that investment. But this is only for those clients who are aware of the risks which are associated with it. And in another video, we shall acclimatize you with all the risks which are actually associated, and you should know that while you can make a lot of profit with that, because you have a leverage position, you could make an equal amount of loss which could actually wipe out more than your capital. So I think for very sophisticated, for very sharp, for very well informed and educated investors, getting into gold through the leverage route is a good way to do it. So these are the 5 ways to buy gold, and depending on your risk appetite, depending on your situation, you should figure out what is best for